Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for Dog Kibble Beatdown, where we put these two brands of food side by side and we compare them in several categories and see who is the champ. In the blue corner, we got the hometown favorite, the solely for pets economical powerhouse, First Mate's Skokie. And then in the red corner, we got Costco's Kirkland signature chicken, rice, and veggies. Weighing in at the same 40 pounds, this should be a bloodbath. No, but in all seriousness, we're just going to compare the ingredients, the quality of ingredients, the carbohydrate content and protein content, and the price per pound. So stick around and let's check out how these two stack up. Starting off with the away team ingredients, we got the Kirkland signature chicken, rice, and veggies, and we are starting off with chicken meal, whole grain brown rice, cracked pearl barley, chicken fat, mixed tocopherols, preservative, egg product, dried beet pulp, potatoes, fish meal, flaxseed, natural flavors, dried yeast, millet, potassium chloride, salt, choline chloride, carrots, peas, dried kelp, apples, cranberries, rosemary, and parsley flakes. The rest of it, I'm not going to try and pronounce. I could, it's not going to sound great. Alrighty. And for the home team, we got the First Mate's Skokie coming in with chicken meal, oatmeal, rice, chicken fat mixed tocopherols, fish meal, lamb meal, tomato pomace, and then all your vitamins, rounding out with rosemary extract. So, after examining our two ingredient text, I'm going to give Skokie a 5-star review for simple ingredients, straight to the point, mostly meat forward, and spread out with not too many carbohydrates. Kirkland, we're giving them 4 stars, taking away a little bit of a point for the vegetables being below the salt. Fun fact, FDA guidelines say that salt cannot be more than 1% of your bag. So all those veggies in there are all less than 1% of the contents of the bag, so it's kind of more of a gimmick than it is a beneficial ingredient. And also not a huge fan of egg product. Like what product of the egg is it? So first round goes to Skokie. Next on deck, we're going price per pound, and as stated in the intro, these are both 40-pound bags. One is sold by Costco and Amazon, one is sold by me and Chewy.com. So on Chewy and Amazon, they're both a little bit more expensive, so we're not going to go off of those prices. We're going to go off of the hometown prices. So at my store, the Skokie is going for $48.99. That's going to be about $1.22 a pound, which is a solid price point, in my personal opinion. On Costco's website and in store, the Kirkland signature chicken and veggie is going for $43.99. So they're coming in at $1.09 a pound. That is going to be a 13-cent per pound advantage. So second round's going to Kirkland. Bet you didn't see that coming. Next on the list is going to be recalls. Now, both these brands have a pretty solid history, but due to rigorous research online, first 2 links in Google, I was able to find that the Kirkland dog food in 2012 had a recall for potential salmonella. Not a big deal. The FDA doesn't actually test for salmonella, or rather, I should say, the FDA doesn't care whether or not the salmonella is alive and active or if it's dead. Also, there are dozens of strains of salmonella, only a handful of which will actually get you sick, so they don't test for that either. So that's more of a precautionary thing. I wouldn't hold that against any brand of dog food. They were also potentially implicated in the 2007 melamine incident, which is where tens of thousands of pets died from toxic wheat coming through from China. So that's not great, but still, pretty solid track record. Last 15, 16 years, they've been pretty good. 4 stars on recalls. Obviously, I didn't mention it before, but they got 5 stars on price. Now for First Mate in the recalls category, not much to talk about because they haven't ever had one. So round 3, going to Skokie. And now for the 4th round, we have the carb and protein content. The Kirkland chicken, rice, and veggies is going to edge out Skokie just a little bit. I was actually quite surprised by this. The Skokie is going to be a 40% carb content and a 16% protein content, where the Kirkland is coming in at 62% protein and 38% carb content. This is not an exact number, bear in mind. This is a guesstimation based on their crude protein levels, but since the FDA and AFCO do not require carb content to be listed on food, we can only do a rough estimation based on the crude levels on the back. So, Kirkland wins round 4 and we're tied at 2 apiece. Time for the sudden death round. Calorie content. Alright, here it is, y'all. Sudden death round. We're here for it. It is going to be a calorie content and bag longevity for the sudden death round. So obviously they're both 40-pound bags, respectively $43.99 and $48.99. And the Skokie is coming in at 516 calories per cup, with the Kirkland at 393. So there's a significant difference. So it's about 120 calories or so difference per cup, with the feeding guidelines going off of what it says on the back of the bag. For a 100-pound dog, you're looking at 3 3/4 cups of food for the Skokie per day on the high end. Depending on activity, that can be as low as 3 cups per day. And then about 4.5 to 4 cups a day for the Kirkland signature chicken, veggie, and rice. So if we do a little calculation and math, the 40-pound bag of the First Mate Skokie should last you about 42.5 days for a 100-pound dog, versus the Kirkland, which will last you about 35 days for a 100-pound dog. So $5 more bag, 7 days more worth of food. I'd say round 5, and the tiebreaker goes to Skokie. It's a close matchup. Honestly, a little bit closer than I thought it'd be. But Skokie is the winner for longevity, quality control, and ingredient honesty, and ingredients in general. So if you like this video, if you did, give it a like and a share, subscribe to the channel, and come in and try a bag of Skokie for your big pupper. It's going to be your best buy for calories, quality, and price. Thanks, guys. See you next time.